I am joined by none other than hot off stage FourkeS from AGSB Esports, your Division 1 Rocket League Grand Champion. How do you feel?
Yeah, I mean, it feels great, really. I'm a bit speechless at the moment. Just got off stage, literally. So yeah, obviously emotions running high, but like it feels great to finally get the win after so much work. 10 months playing together, all comes down to this. So yeah, feels good.
Thank you for coming straight to the interview after your awards ceremony. You will have plenty of time to celebrate afterwards. But let's talk a bit about these past 10 months. Yeah. How were they for you and for your team?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, like most teams, we've had like ups and downs. So it's been difficult at times trying to figure out sort of a play style that works, or in scrims and practice and stuff, if things aren't going too well, if like motivation issues, things like that, holidays, exams. But yeah, we definitely put a lot of work in, so I'm proud of the boys, Sam and Nick, for sticking with it. I know sometimes I feel like as the captain, I'm the one trying to organise stuff, but obviously I can't do it without their motivation and their commitment as well. So it's really good to see that it finally all pays off after 10 months playing together.
And speaking of all this time, we must mention your rivalry with Luxner Esports. You've met them time and time again, and well, I may say time and time again, you kind of failed to beat them a lot of times.
Yeah.
But today, when it mattered most, you guys showed up and you just took it to another level. And how did you achieve this? Did you change something in the preparation in the last month and a half? Did you change the play style? Did you do more VOD reviews?
I'm not sure, to be honest with you. I mean, Sam literally went on holiday the week before this. He was in Wales with his mates, but then he came back and basically carried the series, so I don't know how that happened. But yeah, I mean, we definitely put a lot of work in with replay reviews. We know they're like a really hard team to play against. Their play style is really difficult. So yeah, we were looking at some of their replays, our replays, thinking of like how best to play against this team. Because like you said, our rivalry goes way back, like over a year, through different rosters, and they're always a really tough team to play, always being like the dominant team. But yeah, we finally, all the work paid off and we won when it mattered.
Exactly. So let's leave it all in the past and look at today's grand final. You started off hot and you took game one, which took everybody in the audience, in the Twitch chat by surprise. How was it for you, obviously, to be the very last grand final of the tournament? Do you feel like it put you in an advantage? Maybe you had more nerves, less nerves?
Yeah, I mean, sort of pros and cons really, because being the last game of the tournament, obviously it's a long day for us. We still had to get here early because we had our Overwatch team playing. So a lot of sort of anticipation, I guess. So then definitely like nerves are pretty high, but we had that ice in the veins. We had some good preparation in the practice room, and then upstairs as well, we found some free PCs to get nice and warm. You were with us. And yeah, so I think that definitely paid off, especially in game one. You can tell both teams had nerves, but I think our play style as well helps. I think we're definitely the more solid team. Their play style, I think, is a little bit more volatile, and that maybe hurt them a bit today. But yeah, our warm-up was good. We felt confident, we felt clean, our comms were really good. So yeah, definitely a lot of hype going into it, and especially winning game one. Sometimes we don't start off too quickly, we don't start off too hot. It takes us a bit of time to warm up, but it was a really nice feeling winning game one and gave us the confidence for the whole series, I think.
Usually during the broadcast, me, Elliot and Astral talk about what you mentioned, momentum, and how Rocket League is a momentum-based game. But speaking of that momentum, do you think you guys had extra energy and momentum coming from the crowd?
I mean, yeah, definitely. The crowd definitely helps. It's just like such a different atmosphere compared to playing at home. You know, like even with noise-cancelling headphones, you can hear the crowd. We've got our mates in the high school Rocket League team who we know are cheering, so like that definitely fuels us even more. Gets us hyped up, gets us going.
I want to touch a bit upon your coach. Or not your coach, and his impact and how he helped you guys to grow into what we've seen on the stage today.
Yeah, So that would be Sigmoid, aka Tom, who's sort of been an honorary coach, ex-AGSB player, now doing things all over esports, so shout out to him. But yeah, so he definitely, I think we're a team who likes to get on with stuff ourselves, and like sort out our own mistakes. But I think it is nice to have like a sort of fourth opinion and someone else just like spurring you on, like giving you the confidence and like the assurance just to back you up, especially on stage when you know, the nerves can start to creep in. Just to have someone like reassuring you, and you know, we can always tell him to shut up if he gets annoying. So.
Obviously, Astral and Elliot said that Sam was their MVP for tonight, and to be honest, Sam had a fantastic performance. But since I'm talking to you, FourkeS, I want to ask you about that very last minute on that last map when you had 4 incredible saves in a row. What was going through your mind in that moment?
I mean, I don't know, like sort of, I guess all your planning and stuff kind of goes out the window when you're in those moments, because it's like you just want to get the ball out. Like, you can't be thinking about rotation and all of this nonsense when the ball's like 2 inches from your goal line. You know, you've just got to throw your car at the ball, keep it out. But somehow we managed to do that, and we managed to keep it clean as well. Sometimes we got in the way of each other, but like we worked around it and managed to get some clean defense, which is really hard to do against Lux because you know, they bump a lot, they demo a lot. They're really fast, like in the midfield, to put pressure on, especially with Sushi. Like, he can just bang a shot out from the midfield that just completely catches you off guard, or he's like pre-jumping off the roof or something. So yeah, definitely high intensity moments there at the end, some last ditch efforts. But yeah, we managed to pull through.
And right before we wrap up, I want to ask, do you have any final shout-outs you'd like to make?
I guess just thanks to everyone supporting, friends, family at home, British Esports for organising everything, some clean production, running nice and smoothly most of the time. Great casters, great hosts, interviewers. You're my favourite.
Oh.
So yeah, just shout out all of them, and of course shout out Shoalgang, 3JW. If you know, you know.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for your time. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our final grand finalist winner, FourkeS from AGSB Esports, your Rocket League 2020-2021 Grand Champion.
Sounds good. Let's go.